Okay, in today's class, we will try to understand SQL, structured query language, insert into statement. Okay, so insert into statement, as I told you that all these classes are being conducted under my Lakshmi Narayan Krishna Foundation, thrice of a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sharply at 8 p.m. in Zoom and WhatsApp group chats also. And these are very free classes. You can get into classes with the link, whatever I have shared in the Vasu Sir's coding classes WhatsApp group. And even though I have provided in social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, like that. So once that is the permanent link for the classes, and these classes will be conducted until my last breath of life to enhance the coding knowledge throughout the areas wherever the students are living in rural areas, hilly areas, and totally they are away from the network centers, and they are not able to afford expensive tuition classes. I hope that these classes will be useful to all of you. So, okay, let us start the class. These Lakshmi Narayan Krishna Foundation that was started in 2023, January 14th, to memorize my parents, Narayanamma and Krishnaya. Okay, and my grandmother, Nakka Lakshamma, and Sita Lakshamma, the mother who has um, adopted so many orphan children, and she has educated them by selling of her properties. Okay, so okay, let us start the class. SQL insert into statement. The insert into statement is used to insert new records in a table. If you want to insert new records, record means in a table, vertical lines are the information written in vertical lines are called columns. The information written in a table as horizontal lines, they are called rows. Rows are records. So insert into statement is used to insert new records in a table. Table is nothing but if data stored in the format of columns and rows, it is called a table. Okay, record means the information stored in horizontal format. Insert into syntax, it is possible to write the insert into statement in two ways. One is that specify both the column names and the values to be inserted. So first way is what? Right, first specify the column name and value which is to be inserted. Insert into table name, in which table the record to be inserted. Then after column names and values. Okay, insert into table name, column 1, column 2, like that. Every column must be specified with a separated with the comma and values, and the value 1, value 2, value 3, like that. Okay, and then after finally it is to be terminated. If we are adding values for all the columns of the table, you do not need to specify the column names in the SQL query. If we want to add values for all columns of the table, how many columns? If the table has 5 columns, so no need to specify the column names like here, whatever we are stating in the SQL query. However, make sure the order of the values is in the same order. Order of the values very important. For column 1, order value 1. For column 2, value 2. For column 3, that order that is to be maintained in the table. Here, the insert into syntax would be as follows. Let us see how the syntax would be. Insert into table underscore name. Insert into table underscore name. Okay, so this is the table name. Under the values, we need to mention the values. So let us see the syntax. Below is a customers table which is used in the example under the customer table, the customer ID, customer name, contact name, address, city, postal code, country. These are all columns. These are all columns. Okay. So this is one row, means one record, another record information stored as horizontal line. I told you that horizontal, the information stored in horizontal format is called a record or row. The information stored as vertical format. Under the customer ID, all the customer ID numbers. Under the customer name, all the customer names and contact name. So this is what somewhat it is a table. Okay, this is the customer table. So now syntax, how to insert the records. The following SQL statement inserts a new record in the customer table. So by this syntax, insert into customers is the customer's table name. Inside of the customer table, under the customers table, these are all column names. Under the customer name, contact name, here customer name, contact name, because this ID automatically added. Customer ID, no need to provide from your side, because that number you don't know which number that is to be given. So automatically a number will be added. So whenever we write the columns like customer name, contact name, address, city, postal code, country, that moment we need to provide the values order-wise, because for the customer name, don't allot contact name. For the customer name, don't allot the address. So for the customer name, first value that is to be given, this one. Okay, whatever the value. Syntax is like that. Okay. Okay. So here for the customers table, customer name and contact name, address, city, postal code, country. This is the record. The first record is added. Okay. Value always that is to be kept inside of quotations, and every value that is to be separated with the column. Okay. For every value will be connected with the first value will be related to first customer column, first column. Okay. So now where is that cardinal? So that is written at the end of the table. If I want to add like here, okay, customer name, for the customer name, contact name, address, city, postal code, country. So here, if I want to add any name, like what you know, okay. So insert data only in specified columns. Here, all the column names have been taken, but if I want to add that value in specified columns, only if I want to add the value for customer name and city. Okay, that moment you need to write the code like this, insert data only in specified columns. So like what you know, this is the specific SQL statement. It will insert a new record, but only insert data in the column name, city, and country. So here column names are customer name, city, country. From customer table, only three columns we have taken. Specific columns have been selected and the value given. So one is that two options are there. We can add the data, we can insert the data, okay, by all the column names. One is the option. Second one, specific column names. Specific column names will be selected. The following SQL statement will insert new record, but only insert data in the columns name. Specific columns we have selected. Here, customer ID will be updated automatically. So only three columns. For customer name, this is the value. For city, Stavanger. For country, Norway. The selection from the customer table will now look like this. Why? Because now this is the new record added by insert into customer table, and these are the columns. For the columns, the values have been given like this, and finally the record added. Okay, so insert multiple rows. If you want to insert multiple rows at a time, if you want to insert multiple records, it is also possible to insert multiple rows. Row means record in one statement. To insert multiple rows means multiple records of data. We use the same insert into statement but with multiple values. Insert into customer table name, and these are columns. First column to long. Actually, first column is the customer ID that will be updated automatically from customer name to customer country last. Okay, in this way, if you want to add, so you need to add multiple values, every multiple value, then after keep a comma, comma. Okay. So make sure you separate each set of values with a comma. So every value must be separated with a comma. That is very important. The selection from the customers table will now look like this. These are the latest three records have been added by this way. How many values? Three values we have added. Cardinal name, customer name, contact name, Tom B. So small exercise. These are the last three records have been inserted. Let us do the exercise. What is the purpose of the SQL insert into statement? To update the record, to delete the record, to add new records to a table, to retrieve records from a table, to add new records to a table. This is the answer. Let us see. Answer, correct answer. Next question. Customers, customer name, city. Here missing insert into. Here we need, these are insert into from customers table. These are the only we have specified particular column names. Okay, only three columns we have selected. These are the values for customer name, cardinal, and city, Stavanger, country, Norway. Here, this is the word values. Okay. Next question. Insert a new record in the customers table. Okay. Insert a new record. So here we need to write insert into customers is a table. Insert into Okay. Here values bracket close, terminate semicolon. This is the for customer name. Okay, the value Hecken Burger for address, Gate Win 15, city, Sandnes, country. Here, terminate with the column. This is what parenthesis, parent for values, parenthesis started, parenthesis bracket started, bracket closed, insert into customers, bracket started, bracket closed. Okay, so answer submitted, correct answer. So question next, how can you insert multiple rows with a single insert into statement in SQL? Insert into table underscore name, values, value 1, value 2, value. Insert into table underscore name, values, rows. Insert into table underscore name, rows. Insert into table underscore name, values. Value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay. So values is compulsory. Value 1, value 2, value 3. This is the way. This is not the way. So these two statements are wrong. No need to write. So this is the right statement. Wrong answer. So then we need to how can you insert multiple rows with a single insert into statement? Multiple rows. Insert into table underscore name, values, value 1, value 2, multiple. This is the right answer. Okay. Multiple values. Value 1, value 2, value 3, like this. Right answer. What is null? So this class will be explained later. So under the class, so insert into, this is the statement. The statement will be used to insert what? Multiple rows or single rows. So here insert multiple rows by adding values. This is the first record of values. Okay. Inside of brackets, this is the second value. Every value set must be separated with comma. Okay.